So guys, Facebook is testing out stories in Ireland, which likely means they're prepping for a more global expansion sooner rather than later. What are your thoughts?
So, I mean, that's something that Facebook really does a lot of the time when they have new features. They'll do it in a small area, and then they'll kind of expand out once they know it's going to work. And we were just talking about Facebook has, their probably second largest amount of offices in Ireland. So, this is a new feature, Facebook Stories. It's similar to what Instagram was already doing, and obviously Snapchat was the ones to originally create it. My main thought of when I heard Facebook was introducing this is, Snapchat's growing and growing and growing and growing and so fast, but obviously the primary demo that that Snapchat is, it's younger users. And then when you think of Facebook, Facebook's a lot of more middle-aged people's parents, people's grandparents are on it, so it's definitely Nana's on it, so it's definitely the older demographic. So I think what Facebook's trying to do here is maybe stem that growth of Snapchat and older users, because if they can kind of replicate features that are what's important to Snapchat users, maybe it slows it down a little bit. Maybe it's a little bit, maybe your Nana's not going to Snapchat anymore. Maybe now she's going to stay on Facebook.
Do we want Nana on Snapchat? I mean, maybe. Okay. So, Nana on Snapchat, that's weird. We were talking earlier about how when Facebook came out with the new timeline, I feel like it was probably 2008, 2009, and I remember thinking, because at that time, MySpace was their competitor, and thinking, oh, this is just like MySpace, it's never going to fly. And so it's reminding me now of that battle, I guess. And MySpace, does it even exist anymore?
It does.
Oh, yeah.
No,
Hottie.
No, because I think you're dead on, because I remember a very specific example that I used to make fun of was when Facebook came out with, I remember when they added the status update?
Yeah. That's exactly what I'm thinking.
It used to just be your profile, and it was like people go to your wall, and that was it. But then they added the status update where you could...
Like Emily is.
Yeah, they still had is in it. So I remember my first one was like, is traveling down for a vacation, and just thinking, well, this is silly.
Mine was emo. It was like, Emily is angry.
Yeah.
Now, do you guys think from a business perspective, it's fun from a user experience perspective? We all enjoy it. We all enjoy Snapchat. But from a business perspective, how do you think this is going to compare? And do you think it's smart of Facebook to try to attack Snapchat head on?
Yeah, honestly, I think in this day and age, we all, even though we have all of the apps, we want to use Facebook only. I mean, what do you do? I mean, personally, this might be me projecting, but like, what do you do when you first wake up in the morning? I check my Facebook before my email. So if I can check my snaps on Facebook instead of opening a separate app, I don't know. And I think business-wise, it would be smart too. Our day-to-day. I mean, we use the Instagram story personally, so...
No, I think you're dead on. Facebook wants to be that one app, the only app that you're using. And just to kind of compare it, Instagram Stories already has 150 million active monthly users just using Stories. That's not Instagram. That's just using Stories. And that's basically what Snapchat has total as a user base. So they've pretty much already got to that level of where they are. So it's something Snapchat's going to have to battle. And this is kind of my next point of, I think with Snapchat, it's not going to be new features that's going to win the battle for them. They add something here that is great. Instagram and Facebook probably just gobble it up later on. So you can't just add a little feature that's going to make the difference in it. I think it's going to have to be experiences, kind of consumer mindset. I mean, Snapchat's cooler to younger users for different things, even products like spectacles. I think things like that are going to have to be the differentiators, what separate it from things like Facebook.